These are the best power banks available now, rated on power output, capacity, price, and portability. Our smartphones, earbuds, smartwatches, laptops, and other devices all require charging. And it's not something you'd usually take 2 seconds to think about, usually when at home. But when traveling and no charge outlets are in sight, that's when you can really find yourself in a situation where a portable power bank can really come in handy. We know there are now so many on the market, and not everyone knows which one is best for them. So share this with the people you know who actually need to know this information. Our first section covers people who want to prioritize portability without sacrificing too much power. For that, we'll need one that packs enough milliamp per hour while still being lightweight and small enough to easily carry around. First on the list is the INI portable charger, and this one is one of the best out there for portability. It's only 5.2 by 2.7 inches in size and weighs under 200 grams, which is pretty impressive at 10,000 milliamp per hour. For its size, it's great, and it's no wonder why this one is so popular amongst travelers. I was skeptical at first because I hadn't heard of the brand before, but after looking on their website and seeing user reviews, I noticed that it was highly recommended with plenty of 5-star ratings on external sites too, adding to its credibility. It has 3A high-speed charging, so it can charge an iPhone to just under 80% in an hour, and it's good for charging your everyday accessories like phones, smartwatches, earbuds, and so on, but it only puts out 15 watts max. So it won't do well with laptops or higher power devices. And while it does have 3 ports, using them at the same time will make the charge even slower. If you want more power while still keeping things portable, I'd have to recommend the reliable Anker Prime power bank with 9.6K capacity. It can output 65 watts for a much faster charge, though it's not as light as the INU battery. It's still under 300 grams, which is very good for a power bank of this type. The main issue I find with the Anker Prime is that I can never find it in stock. I guess that shows it's popular at least, but I'll still leave the link below anyway. With the 10K milliamp per hour, they could most likely handle charging the iPhone 16 a couple of times, and the Samsung S25 a little less than that. But do keep in mind that even though these chargers say they have 10K capacity, power banks don't deliver 100% of their rated capacity due to energy loss during voltage conversion, so more like 85% efficiency is more realistic. These power banks mainly target portability, which makes sense as most people need these for on-the-go travels. But you might need something that can provide more charges or perhaps has even more ports. For that, we'll have to look at capacity and longevity over portability. The Anker C300 is an excellent choice for that. Anker and INU both have some really good options for high-capacity power banks, but if you're looking at smaller-sized power stations, the Anker Solix C300 really stands out for its impressive 90,000 mAh capacity, providing enough power for days in some cases. It uses a more durable and longer lifespan battery compared to regular lithium-ion batteries, and this model in particular can handle powering more demanding devices like laptops and multi-devices. This also works as a solar generator too, but keep in mind that you have to pay more for the solar panels, and you also have to get a wall charger separately too. But perhaps the biggest issue with a power bank like this is its weight. At just under 3 kilograms, it's not something you'd want to carry around. So even though it has a huge 300 watt output, and it has plenty of ports, you might want something that is more of a balance between portability, capacity, and reliability. So here are a few other good options. The Belkin Boost Charge is a good fit for this category. It's a 2 to 3 port charging bank, depending on the variant you get, and it has a 20K capacity. The ports include 2 USB-A that output at 12 watts, and the USB-C with 30 watt output for a faster charge. It weighs around 460 grams, and it measures 8 by 2.5 inches in size. What helps this power bank a lot is the Belkin brand. Belkin are a well-established brand for consumer tech accessories, So if you're worried about brand credibility, it helps to go with a more well-known one, especially as a lot of power banks are very generic. The Belkin Boost Charge provides more charges for your devices than the first two mentioned on this list, and it's also really affordable too, making it a standout deal. On the other hand, the INU 100-watt power bank in its mini size form factor holds 25k capacity, and it still weighs under 500 grams. It measures just 4.3 by 1.4 by 2.7 inches, making it the smallest on the list in relation to its capacity and power output. It gives you 3 ports, including a USB-C at a huge 100-watt output, another USB-C at 45 watts, and a USB-A at 18 watts, allowing for multiple devices and also higher power devices like notebooks and handheld gaming devices to be charged. INU is a lesser known brand, but is still well established for making portable power banks and phone accessories. However, if you much prefer brands you know, Anker also offer their version of the mid-tier power bank, with theirs at 27.6k capacity, slightly higher than INU's model, and it can output a staggering 140 watts in each USB Type-C port, alongside a 65-watt USB-A, providing enough power for more demanding devices. To be sure on how much power your devices require, make sure to check out their manuals or product descriptions for details. But for most devices like smartphones and tablets, this is more than enough. However, the Anker model is considerably more in price when compared to the Belkin or INU, which is something to consider as well. If you want to check out more power banks, check out my next video here.